Yellow. Hello. Taking a long time to load. Okay, there we go. Yeah, still there's something from... Yeah, but I'm not sure stealing is the right thing to do either. Can I... How do I... Click? Follow the magistrate.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay, so now I just send and everything's going to shut. Okay. So now I have to go... Where's the magistrate? No. So stealing is a sin? What was the weights though? Where am I going? Okay. Oh, he's dead? Okay, so I came back right at the beginning. Okay.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and... Oh, Bacchus, how much did I drink? Oh, and since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard.
What did he give me? A zipline. Okay.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be fast. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. But don't worry. All right. See you around.
So let's see. Zip. I need to give it before the girl dies. I don't remember.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cubulatus decius won't give it to me. What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing, and at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
Yes, yes I am. I'm a
what?
time traveler.
I'm sorry, I must have misheard you. I think it's your accent, because it sounded like you said time traveler. But whatever kind of traveler you are, that was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
I keep hearing the statues whispering. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
Or did I say anything?
Anything about what?
Into
Sure.
Olivia?
What do you want to know?
Do you think she was poisoned or was it self-inflicted?
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it. Gladly.
Okay,
That's a shame.
time to go.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
Can I ask what happened to
As
you?
much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
I want to know how someone poisoned you without breaking the
The
golden rule.
golden rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Is that who poisoned you?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
I can't help unless you tell me what happened.
Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
You have all the time in the world.
All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
Why would he lend you so much
I
money?
had to sign an agreement, saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was? Hemlock.
That's a
It's a
poison?
deadly poison made from a plant. Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
Surely that will have broken the golden rule, but it seems like it did.
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting
But she was
too,
scammed.
but Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so he locked me in his villa. Confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked day in, day out. His wife Claudia was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
So you poisoned
I just
yourself.
wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
You're not exactly innocent, no.
Don't you think I know that? I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So what will happen to
When
you?
I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Can I do
I
anything to
doubt
help?
it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
How much will it cost to buy your freedom?
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Perhaps I can help him too.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
I'll get right on it. It will mean resetting things.
May Apollo keep you safe.
Does the place so... Okay. Yeah, he's there. Can I ride up? No.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
Actually, I really need to talk to
All right,
Ulpius.
well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no! No! Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please, please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all. I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
Alright, I'll talk to him.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
Ulpius, can we talk?
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire. You're not going to trick me. I'm no coward. I intend to go through with it. Like what? I'm stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis for the rest of my life. What do I have to live for?
Maybe we can
You're
be
just saying that
friends.
to buy time. You must think I'm an idiot. I'm out. Wherever you are, Scintillum, my love. I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
So he was the guy.
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh Lord. That poor lamb. Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the Golden Rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine. I'll have to let everyone know what happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Ulpius.
Can I jump?
Thank you. Thank you. I am
Did he
delighted
instantly
and deeply honored to have been
decompose?
elected your majesty. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
I can't steal, but people can suicide. Okay.
Now, I make this solemn promise to you, citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally
I'm guessing that's
enjoy the
Malleolus.
freedom you deserve.
Did you just leap into my villa from the balcony 100 feet above? That was either extremely reckless or impressively clever. Well, why have you risked life and limb to see me? I'm Malleolus, and if it wasn't for this interruption, I'd be practicing my victory speech for the election later today. I'm glad you asked. I'll finally restore freedom to this city, just as I've been promising. These good people have suffered long enough under Sentius's tyranny. By declaring there's no such thing as the Golden Rule. It's a children's fable exploited by Sentius to frighten us into submission. Wait, don't tell me you've fallen victim to that monstrous lie?
The Golden Rule is definitely real.
Nonsense! There's no way you can prove that. If it was real and you'd seen someone break it, then you'd be dead already. What? Oh, I see what's happening here. Another poor, vulnerable soul taken in by Sentius's machinations. He won't get away with... I disagree. I'll be guided by what is best for the city's people, and that means giving them the freedom to do as they wish. Surely, you're not one of those people who believes everything you read. As if a lie could be transformed into the truth by the simple act of writing it down? True, but that is simply because you are mistaken. You mean the children's fable exploited by Sentius to scare us all into doing what he wants? I'm afraid not. We're stuck down here to... I trust through the door this time. There's a key just beside it.
Anything? No. It's a big villa. Optius to his last love, may God watch over you. Please know that I held on as long as I could, but without you, I only hope we meet again in Gannett. Juliet, our captors, Malleolus and Claudia curse you to the depths. By the time you read this, I'll already be dead, because death is preferable to another day in death bondage. May vultures peck out your livers in Tartarus for. Okay. So, what now? Who's this guy?
What now? The
True
name's
story.
Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus? You go through me. Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why. When Malleolus wins the election, yeah, this place will change. You won't even want to leave. You'll see.
What do you think about
I
the
think
golden
it's
one?
gone on long enough, and Malleolus is gonna... He's gonna announce it in his victory. Cause if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans. And we can't have that. We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our... Malleolus, of course. If old man Sentius can't eat... Whatever.
What's in here? Who does? Davia's. The actions to a secret shrine. An anonymous friend to Octavia, may the Lord bless and keep you. I am sorry I could not risk discussing this in person, but if I am right, then you are Billy. You may not be able to worship upon the air, but know that you're not. If you ever feel like you need somewhere to pray, there There's a special place waiting for you, deep in the caves behind the tea. Turn right at the first fork and again at the second. Okay, let's get on that. Where's the theater?
Oi! How did you get in there, you cheeky little sturkers? Fuck off with you.
Can I jump in there? Maybe I can. Okay. This is the forum. Oh no, this is the... I don't want you.
Feeling alright? I wish some people here just... I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up. My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank, not far from here. It's all right. Say what you will about this place. At least my fornicating husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden rule, they have to try to be discreet about it.
Why are you walking out of a shrine?
This shrine was in use as a clinic long before any of us arrived here. Kind of strange to set up a clinic in the temple of the god of disease. But the god who inflicts a curse is also the only god who can undo it. So I suppose praying to Apollo for healing kind of makes sense.
Tell me more about the Nadia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out, and you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
I'll get right on it, I guess, but...
Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go.
I think this is the theater. There's a scroll here. The Myth of the Golden Rule by Dorothea the Younger. As per our custom, I shall begin by paying my respects to the god responsible for the sea. For continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion, he deserves our admiration. Where I must depart from custom, for his attempt at imposing strict rule upon us is oppressive and overreaching, and deserving of our contempt. Who among us has not awakened at night in a cold sweat, fearing some sort of accidental transgression of the Golden Rule? All of us must accept that we are all capable of error, whether from a momentary lapse in judgment or a conscious decision based on faulty reasoning. Yet the great threat, the sword of Damocles that we live under is, I believe, merely a deception, and I shall prove it to you. Let me begin by dismissing the counter-arguments. First, it may be argued that the inscription stating, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one," is evidence that the Golden Rule is very real. But that is logically unsound, for we cannot assume the writers knew any more than we did. That this message was inscribed does not make it true, any more than if I were to inscribe Dorothea the Younger is a god. Second, it may be argued that the statues in this palace are evidence that the Golden Rule is real. You need not remind me of that. It was I who discovered them all around the city. It was I who collected them, placed them in a handcart, and placed them in the niches in which they sit today. I will not soon forget them, and yet I refuse to leap to the conclusion that they were once real people. There is simply no evidence to support that conclusion. When we read the story of Venus bringing Pygmalion sculpture Galatea to life, we do not believe it is true. Why should we take a different view here? But ultimately, these arguments are just that. After years of living in fear, there is only one way for me to prove that the Golden Rule is a falsehood, and that is through action. Friends, I apologize in advance on this, but one day you will see this moment as a turning point in our city's history. Let us see, once and for all, if the Golden Rule is real, as I strike one of you with my fist. And then... I guess they died. Okay. Oh, puddle. Someone drinking. Doesn't seem to have much in here. No, there should be a secret entrance. There's this there, and what's up here? Anything here? No? What's in here? Someone. Nobody's using the theater, it seems. Is this the cave behind the theater? Hello, can I pass? Hello, I want to pass. Okay. Can I go around somehow? What's in here? Oh. The whole village here. This is Horatius. Okay.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Lydia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
I'll skip this for now. Oh, an arrow. And some wine, okay. Where am I? Where am I? Okay. There's a flower up there. Seems like I could maybe take it. There's an apple here. Can I climb? No. There's a chest. Butterflies. Oh, there's a chest. I get money. But if I get the money into the future, I have the flashlight too. I gotta have a flashlight, I can show it to people. The goose. Yonk. Who's Higgs? This is pointing over there. Is there anything in there? Should I jump? I guess not. Continue from last save. Save is pretty old unless there's saving.
Through the door this time?
I didn't miss a bunch of things, so I guess I will speed through it. This is important. Was there anything else? There was the other guy.
What now?
Yeah, what's your story?
And I-
Da, da, da.
What? You want? When Malia offered Weevil. Malia? What?
Oh, what's this? Warning, do not enter the cistern, see the meat ship.
Hey,
just...
you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Yes.
Nobody's told you about Hannibal? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. One day, a few weeks back, he said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody... Anyway, a few days later, he goes back, so I go down after him, and it's dark, and hunched over him was something that made my blood run. A creature. Like what any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there, and put without a weapon.
Let's see now. The golden statue. Can I push you in the water? Can I climb this? Sans Yadef. Gunner pendant. Wings. anything in here? I don't see anything. There's a hole in here. Oh, quiver. Nice. Okay, still no. Nothing to do here. Okay. Okay, well, I'm done here.
What now? Whatever.
Yeah, I still need to go behind the theater. Who's this?
On your best behavior, I trust.
Majestic. A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?" The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
So, how did you end up here?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here? Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you?
An older name, but not a common one.
Older. I see. I wonder if... No.
What were you going to say?
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns.
Yeah, well, there's their own fires.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Now, go and follow the thread of truth through this labyrinth and come back to me if you discover any patterns. Come back. Ave. And did you know? Oh, keep living.
But there's the fires.
It must be completed by dusk. Just the same. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malia. Why do you ask? All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're running, of course. Well, you're not. But if it's any consolation, there are. By using whatever gifts the gods, I'm responsible for announcing. You can, assuming they're eligible. As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk, but I suppose I yes, I have a... Very well.
Okay, I started.
Citizens, it is time. Let us meet to elect our magistrate.
Election starting.
Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. The theater, I guess? Yes, it is. Can I read this? Ulpius killed Scintilla. What? Ulpius loves Scintilla, corrected to Ulpius killed Scintilla. Missing someone?
Citizens, we have a quorate body of voters gathered here to elect the city's magistrate. The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and Marcus Malleolus Gurges. As agreed, we shall dispense with ballots and candidates will abstain from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius.
Malleolus.
Dacius.
Malleolus.
Galerius.
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil.
Malleolus.
Rufius.
Malleolus.
And finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
Citizens, you have made your decision. Your new magistrate is Marcus Malleolus Gurges.
Hail, Magistrate Malleolus. I said, hail, Magistrate Malleolus. That's more like it.
Thank you. Thank you. I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now, I make this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe, because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. For my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule is no more.
The Golden Rule is real, you idiot.
For his attempt to deceive us all, Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
What? I have committed no crimes. This is madness.
His sentence: to fight for his life in gladiatorial combat against Domitius. Here and now for your entertainment.
The Golden Rule.
No idea what you're doing. You're going to get us all killed.
Wait, I exercise my right as a Vestal priestess to pardon him. I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her. Proceed.
This This is insanity. You'll doom us all.
Lies! It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is, a children's fable, exploited by a treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us.
This is why he's in his gladiator gear. They've been planning this all along.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
What? What caused this? There was no sin, at least yet. Was someone else sinning during that time? Okay. I can go warn him.
Yulia? Oh no. I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need...
I guess I can go save the other guy. Where is he? Where's the...
Don't you just love springtime?
Okay.
A fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Where's the other guy? Oh, he's over there. Okay. No, go away. I don't care about you.
Ah, I still... Alright, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. No, 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 no. Ulpius, what are you doing?
That's the...
What?
Why do you...
I know, please...
I'm sorry.
Please, help him. If you...
You know about that? How is that possible? I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone. Well, if you say so. You don't understand. I don't want... It's too late for that. If I backed out now, I'd be... Oh, really? That changes things a little. But we're still in debt bondage to that monster. No, I'm out. Wherever you are.
Okay, so I should get the money
love.
first.
I'm sorry.
Ulpius, no!
Okay. I should get the money first.
That was not your fault. There's no... I'll have to... And I...
Okay. Time to find money. How can we pass this test if we don't know the rules? Maybe the point of the test is to find out the rules. There's an aqueduct? Is that? Oh, it's just a bridge. Great temple door locked. Okay. Whoops. Really? That killed me outright? It was a small fall, a tiny little fall. Where am I? Okay, this is before.
Salve! day friend. Well, all right. Well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. Orpheus, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What?
Why do
Please,
I'm sorry.
please, help.
You... Well, you don't... If I... Oh, Yulia and I... So... Exactly. I am out. Wherever you
But I could...
are. Scintilla, my love.
I can raise the money.
Orpheus, no! I'll have... and I...
Okay. And I... What was the quick save button? This one? Okay, let's see now. I need to raise money. Can I? No, I can't. What's over here? Could have went down this way. So this is an ability I will gain at some point. Okay. And now I'm stuck. I'm outright stuck. Can I do this? Yes. Okay. So now I need to go warn Sentius. Iorisha.
Keep an eye out for
Orishas.
Sentinel, would you?
Where's Sentius?
Whatever are you wearing?
Where is he? There he is.
We're finally alone. I assume you all... We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume, is that about right? Ah, look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make... Now, I assume you sought me out again for... Of course. Yes? Why do you say... What? That's... I'm speechless. How do you know? Of course, this isn't your first loop, is it? Well then, you must stop him from winning the election. I expect you'll need some kind of leverage on him, but I can't be seen to be involved in this, of course, so you'll be on your own. You'd better not waste any time, and miss... You mean to say you've tried every non... Well then, good.
Okay. Still haven't seen about what's behind the theater, and I need money too. Okay.
Whatever are you wearing?
So.
Fear is proof.
Hey, Horatius.
Cistern.
How's it feel knowing your man's... Hey! You're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Yeah, I know.
Without a weapon?
I'll be fine. I know I don't care. I just want the money. Is that it? That's all the money there was. Oh, there's arrows too. Oh, there was money too. Okay. Okay, I'm done. I'll save here. What's next? I'll go here. This is the forum. Center Virgil.
Ah, I hear. Well, my vote isn't for. Nice to.
Salve, strange. I don't, I'm afraid. But I did overhear she was headed to the baths not long ago. Very well.
Okay. I can't do anything here. Who's this?
Welcome.
Okay. Lydia's over there. What is this?
Help! You have to do something! A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule. Are you serious? Are you going to... None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all in. You'll just have to
Okay.
What?
What's happening?
The shrine is collapsing!
Wait, so she just died? Okay. That was stupid.
Oh God, she's dead. Did anyone see that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her. Oh, Fabian, why did you have to go in there? Poor sweet girl.
This does not sound sincere.
I can't believe she is dead. The gods are cruel. The gods.
Okay. Oh, what's in here? Lire. That's I don't believe this is the tunnel behind the theater, but I guess I can still keep to my right if I need to. What is this? There's someone here.
Ah, a visitor. Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name? It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here? Then perhaps the fates brought you here to learn the secrets of this place. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I have been living down here alone for many years, with nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute. I'm hoping that person is you. Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the Golden Rule? You have much to learn. It's best if you figure it out on your own. Come back one.
Okay. Is there money in here? How much money do I have? 700? Okay, there's nothing much here.
Ah, you've returned.
And I'm gone. I guess this is pretty much an endgame area. Now there's someone in the baths with a bow.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is? I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest. Is that understood? Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place? A small community. I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult. You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret? So you admit you're not allowed to leave. Threatening me is not going to help you. But in any case, that sounds an awful lot like a cult to me. And I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe? A distinction without a difference. You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense. Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues? You lot are practicing human sacrifice too. You people disgust me. Of course you'd say that, but that's what your kind do, isn't it? Our God told us to do it. It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. You're cultists. There's no doubt in my mind. What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become. However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quintius is. Do not waste it. Very well. Here's what I know. He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinctive eyes, one green and one blue. He's also known to have delusions of grandeur.
Majoris?
The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burnt half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process. Who are you to challenge what the Emperor says? Were you there? Do you have spies and scouts all over Rome like he does? No, you do not. This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is or not? Then you're of no use to me. Do you have any last words? As a matter of fact, I do. Once I'm done with you and Quintius, I intend to kill every last one of you wretched degenerates. And I can think of nothing I'd enjoy more.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Can I take it? I can take it. Okay. Time to go. Okay, time to go back. Let's see now. Men in the baths. What should I do now?
Oh. Yulia. I'll go.
Golden rule. Figure out who is most likely to break the golden rule. Licentious. Burgess arrestment. I may need to get creative. What about the shrine?
The 49 melodies fetch again, with incessant labor, just as the ocean accepts the river, but it does. The bloodless sum the house of the ruler. There. They. The bloodless. Help me, it is. You think it is better. The new.
Can I access it during the sun sequence? There's a theater. So this path here. Okay, so the money does duplicate.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
I fucked up. What's over here? Can't climb this. The Bloodless Shadows. The place is Carol, the city offers all in return. You Tantalus can catch the drops of water in the ring. Use this best attack opportunity. Jixin turns that follow the lies with there now. Okay. So this is Livia's house. So what's here? And the guys beginning in the room. Let's change here. I'm out here. There was money in the lake. I don't know if I should go there. Okay, let's go. Don't steal anything, don't harm anyone. You! I need you. Damn it. Okay, let's go. Going around. Ah! Damn it! That's it. I have to go. Come on. Can do it. Can do it. I did it. I got a bunch of money from this. Ulpius will save the vote for me.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are? Oh. I'll go.
Okay, so now I can go save Ulpius, I guess. What's up here? Let's see if that saves him.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome. All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no. No. Ulpius, what are you doing? Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Ulpius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Ulpius. Help him. If he goes through with it... Thank...
You know? Well, you don't... It's too... If I... Oh, but we're still in... Really? Wait. You'd do that for us? It seems today... Thank you, friend. I never thought people like you... Thank you. I'll go... I just wish there was some way I could repay you. I'll go and take care of things with Malleolus and tell Yulia the good news.
Alright, Ulpius is free. Where's the palace?
What you did was extraordinary. Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite... I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome, but long hours of menial labor for the good of the community. Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome, 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, a scuffle broke out and I was pushed. I woke up by the... Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of... If you like. I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tab. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumors. If that doesn't work, then I suppose... Oh, I see. Well, that doesn't surprise... The many... I'd like to think that if we all love... But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth. And that all of us... And that's where I get stuck. You don't think that's a little naive? Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas... Please keep that to yourself. I know there was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible. Oh,
This guy was moving a boulder here, okay. There's a passage here. Lock. Okay, then. can go see the two people. I'm letting myself film, not try to film nothing good. Okay, we hear stuff inside the palace, so this is the palace. There's a zip line here. Can I ride it up? Maybe not. I can write it down but not up. Okay. I can definitely get in there. Ephius is grumbling to me.
Name's Rufius. Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions, the 6th, the one they call Ironclads. Same way as everyone else. Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
Be careful.
The magistrate
who you
made me
trust.
toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now. If you were dealing with what I am, none of your business. Introiti ipsam commensura.
I see the guy with the
If we have to.
illness.
If I did, do you think we'd... I'll tell you this much. Then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong. While we're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that... I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not looking? Like they're waiting for some... Of course I am. Meliodas. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even put... No. Whatever.
Ulpius could vote for him, that's for sure. This is the forum. This is okay, public bathroom. Always remember they're watching. There's a save here. This is a
Isn't the Great
priestess.
Temple a new face? Oh. Interesting. I'm not sure. Yes, I understand many of... What else? Keep Livia. I'm quite... But I find... Would you... Wonderful. It goes like this. Baucis and Philemon were an old married couple living a humble life in a small town. One night, the town gets a visit from a couple of vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Borsis and Philemon lived. Now the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately the guests make themselves at home. They begin gulping down the old couple's wine, so much so that Borsis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself, as if by magic. Realizing only a select few possess such powers, says to her husband, Philemon, "I think these men are gods in disguise." Immediately the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine, and the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god. They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, "You have passed our test, but everyone else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish." So old Borsis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together. Meanwhile, Jupiter carries through with his threat and wipes that city off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less fortunate than ourselves. A cynic philosopher might take that view, but it's not entirely invalid, I suppose. I don't. See you again.
Ulpius,
Shalom.
you Jew?
Scintilla and I were in love. And then, 22 days ago, she went missing. All right. One night a few months ago, when I was cleaning Malleolus' villa, I heard a young woman singing. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever heard. I wasn't allowed out, so once everyone else was asleep, I climbed up the inside of the villa and onto the roof, just to see where that sound was coming from. And that's when I saw her. Standing in the garden of the magistrate's villa, I just sat there on the roof, listening to her with my chin on my knees. And for the first time in a long time, I felt hopeful. And then she looked up and saw me, and she smiled. I knew at that moment the fates had brought me to her, and from the moment she asked my name with this warmth and curiosity, I knew I'd have done anything for her. And so for weeks on end, each night I'd climb out of the villa and into her father's garden. We'd hold hands and talk about all the things we'd do once we got out of here, like having our own vineyard. And then one morning I woke up and everyone was out searching for her. They said she'd vanished in the night. All I could do was keep my head down and try to hide how beside myself I was. All I know is she loved me. And if she had known a way out, she would have told me. She'd never have taken her own life. And there's no way anybody could have killed her under the Golden Rule. I can't prove it, but I just know she's still alive somehow. Even now, it's as if I can hear her voice in my head, crying out to me. That can only mean one thing. Somebody abducted her. I have no idea how, or who would want to do something like that to such a sweet, lovely girl. But what else could have happened? I don't know what I have to say, to convince you I would never hurt her. My guess? Malleolus had something to do with it. He is without doubt the most evil man I have ever known. I have no idea where he'd be keeping her, but there is one room in his villa, upstairs, which is always locked. I've never seen the inside of it, and I haven't been able to steal a key without breaking the golden rule. But I have a feeling that if you could get in there somehow, it would shed light on a great many things. Let me know what you discover. Shalom. You mean where am I from? But when I was a child, I moved to Rome with my family, Romanized my name, and spent most of my life in the Jewish district of Trans-Tiberim, across the Tiber from the main city. That's where I was when the fires broke out. Everyone was running toward the river, and I, listening to my inner contrarian, ran the other way. Every road leading out of Rome was in chaos, full of people with all their belongings in carts, and brigands preying on them. Several hours down the Appian Way, I saw another Jewish family being attacked by 3 opportunists. So I picked up a branch from the side of the road and went to defend them. I can only assume they got the better of me, because the next thing I knew, I was waking up in a forest, by a river not far from here, with no memory of how I got there. It's strange though, because I still had my purse on me. Why would a robber knock me unconscious and throw me in a river, but not take my coins? A lot of good it did me, and that family. I sometimes wonder what happened to them. I don't, but, well, neither of us have a couple of hours to stand around talking about theology, law, and collective. You remind me of an old story from my people about Hillel the Elder. He was approached by a Gentile and asked to explain the entire Torah while he stood on one foot. Obliging, he replied, "What is hateful to you, do not do to another." That is the whole Torah. The rest is commentary. Go and learn. Of course, what I want to know is, what kind of a god sees a young woman abducted and does nothing about it? Not my god, that's for sure. Maybe you don't. Sentius, I suppose. All right, friend.
Alright, do I still have the key?
Thank you. Thank you.
Is it the same key? Go upstairs? Or...
Thank you.
Where was the... Where were the stairs? Here, okay.
And now...
I'm not supposed to be in here. Talk. What business could you possibly have with me? My marital affairs are no concern of yours. Thank you very much.
What's your story?
I think a better question is, why am I being I have quite enough marriage trouble already, without having to explain to my husband. Preferably the way you came in. I think it's about to be... Fine, this is outrageous.
Nope. Yeah. There's nothing important here.
Why are you... My marital...
There's nothing here. Waste of my time. So, Anyway, the front door is locked. Well, yeah. I did get in. Do I have to go jump from up there just so that I can progress the quest?
On your best behavior, I trust.
Keeping an eye on things, Horatius?
As always, princess.
Palace is here. Is that way up? Or way in? I don't see a way in though. Oh, there's something here. No. Can I go here? No, there's an invincible wall. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Time to jump? Can I? Oh. I can't then. Maybe with a quick save? I feel like I need this to die for this to happen. Okay. What do I do? Interesting. What's over here? That's interesting. Can I can't zip? Come on. Okay. Hello there.
Be careful who you trust.
I don't see a way in still. What about here? Ooh, okay, almost hunting. I don't see a way through. Okay. Where is this? Octavia, okay. I'm done with this. Okay, so I can get dirt on Malleolus that way. I need to neutralize the armed man. Okay.
Fear is proof of a degenerate.
How am I going to do this now? Can I...
Help! You have to do... Thank you. I have to hide. What? All right, fine.
Now, can I use the shrine to trick the guy?
Stop. Thank you for your service.
Is this going to work?
Curse you, cultist.
I got this bow. This is mine. By order of Emperor Nero, all loyal sons of Rome are ordered to hunt and execute the arsonist and murderer Tiberius Quinctitius Crispus, a citizen from the Aventine district of Rome. He is about 40 to 50 years old. He is average height, average build, has dark hair, and has one green eye and one blue eye. He is typically clean-shaven. He is a known associate of cultists and suffers from delusions of grandeur. I'll take these, and I'll take these. Thank you. Okay, I got a bow and arrow. I'm not sure what I should do with that.
You there? I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but no idea how you managed to get your hands on it. Especially, and before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. But I would like to. Tell me, do you have any idea how people? And here I was thinking I was the only one to figure it out. In any case, supposedly one or two of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste. I can't help but think of a tale told by that Greek fella Aesop, the goose that laid the golden egg. With the ability to transmute organic matter into gold, use your imagination, golden animals, insects, trees and plants. And even if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, half... Look, I might have skimmed over that one, but don't be so pedantic. Are you interested or not?
Sure.
So the first question is, how do... Now, I have a plan, but first, tell me. Good. Then none of this should be as... Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon, and the underworld. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow and a quiver of golden arrows. And it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana in this very forum, with a... And would you like to guess what she's holding? Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure... Oh, gods, no! Have you tried that? No. Here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then, you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade. But make no mistake, this is a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now, because the gods would see you, of course. I'm more of an ideas man, whereas you're obviously the... When Prometheus stole fire from the gods and became a hero to all... Only because he was silly enough to get...
That's all the questions I
So,
have.
are you... Wonderful. Now, this is a quality...
Is he going to...
And here we are.
Okay.
Now, I've gone and unlocked the Shrine of Diana for you, so as quick as you can. It's just at the end of the street on the left. May the...
Okay. No, I just want to go see the baths. If there's anything important in there. Wasn't there where I came from? What? This is a pool, not a bath. This gold. Oh, it's golden people. Okay. But there's nothing in here. It's really important. Okay. It's a save, I guess.
Don't you just love springtime?
Where the flies? What? Wait, that worked?
Is that you, partner? Wonderful. Just go ahead and slide it under the door for me. A little bit slow, aren't you? Yes, I locked you in, and until you... No, technically, I never said that. I said, it's hardly my fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical and a promise, now is it? Oh, not a very effective threat, is it? Your second problem is the golden rule. What are you gonna do? The bow? Now. And don't even think about giving me the fake one. I'll I would reconsider my position, but you're stuck in there with a hornet's nest. And they can be, you know, some say it takes 27 hornet stings to kill a man. But let's find out if...
I guess that was a bug. Hi.
You took care of him? An accident? I do have a question though. I don't Oh, I promise, nobody else will ever know what you did, but I know. Oh, speaking of which, welcome. There's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out.
Yeah, the game is a bit broken, but yeah.
I suppose it all started about 8 months ago. I was living in Rome with my family when I got sick. Terrible timing. My pa had just arranged a husband for me, a fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius, a white rooster, then a goat. But nothing worked. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said. But after about a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again, I was in a forest by a river. I suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for dead. Can't say I blame him. Anyway, I went searching for help. Stumbled across the Oh yeah. I suppose you're right. Hadn't really thought about it. But the gods are mysterious and What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate. Good people. My friend, well, I'm just saying. Well, I can tell from your funny accent you're not from around here. Oh, I try not to worry about it. I mean, if people are nice to each other, we won't have anything to worry about, will we? Thanks. And I like your teeth. They're so white. And your clothes. Oh, I bet my friend Georgius would like to get a look at you. And I'm sure he'd love to chatter about the Golden Rule with you too. He'll be just across the forum in his shop. Terrible shame, that is. Maybe this'll help. Late last night, I was cleaning my oven when I heard some noises outside. The forum's usually dead quiet at that hour, so I came out to see what was going on. To be honest, I thought maybe poor old Dooley had got out of his cell and was snooping around again. So I put my head out and saw someone in front of Virgil's shop. I couldn't tell who, it was too dark. I called out to them, but they just turned and ran off without a word. All I remember is they ran past a lit torch, and the light glinted off something metallic. Armour, I think. So I suppose it could only be one of three people. Horatius, Domitius, or Rufus. I hope that helps.
Okay.
Alright.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff. Ah, that... Very well.
Oh, it works. I wasn't expecting it to work. Okay. Okay then. Let's see where that goes. Oh. The algae. Can the algae be turned to gold? Yes, it can. That's cool. I know where this is. Navia's journal.
Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad or a monster, but I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you. My beloved Galatea, I write this so that one day, when we're finally together, you will understand what I've done and why I had to do it. The others will call me mad or a monster, but I don't care what they think. Everything I'm doing here, I'm doing for you. I'll start at the beginning. Soon after my arrival here, as I walked down a corridor lined with golden statues, I thought I heard a whisper behind me, a rasp of air, as if vocal cords of metal strained to say a word or two. I tried to dismiss the idea, tried to concentrate on my work as the city's medic, but that tortured whisper haunted me. Weeks later, in the hallway to the bathhouse, I heard it again, and found myself drawn to the statue of a Roman woman, named Stola. Her face was contorted with anguish and fear, And disturbingly, it was as if she was looking right at me. As I walked past her, I heard that strange whisper again. And turning back, I discovered that even though I had moved, she was still looking right into my soul. That was when it dawned on me. This was no statue. This was a woman trapped within that golden prison. Naturally, I told the others, but when I could not reproduce the results of my experiment, they would not believe me.
Is this inside the
From that
palace?
moment on, I knew the full horror of this place. Immobilized within these statues are living human beings. It was that day, my love, that my heart broke.
Is this the corridor she? Okay. Is this Neva though? Okay. This is unraveling.
You're not supposed to be here.
Where did you go? Come back here. Come on. Here? No? I can go down this way. Is there anything else? So people were trying to block the golden statues from coming in, but I guess it did not work. Still have no idea where Scintilla went. Hi guys, don't mind me, just coming through. More arrows. Can I? No? Can I go there? Thank you. What is this supposed to do? Guess it just makes me go higher. Okay. Can go here. Okay, so it's a platform I can make. So this place is full of these. Thank you. No clothes in here. Okay. Where's the woman? Okay. Oh, do they get affected if they come in this water? Come on. Oh, you hurt me. Bad. Wait, I'm on the other side now? I thought I was trying to go up. I want to go up. What are butterflies here for? That's weird. Key to palace doors.
My beloved Galatea, after I learned the terrible truth about the golden statues, I wandered the city as if in a nightmare. What must life be like for these poor souls, entombed in gold, but kept alive somehow? Trapped in their own personal Tartarus, consigned to eternal torment, too horrific for any sane mind to comprehend. I tried to offer them what small mercies I could. I began to talk to them, to keep them company. I'd imagine backstories for them, give them names, and tell them of the world, of the histories and stories I'd learned as a child. As the others became more concerned by my charity, I sought solitude from them, preferring the company of my tormented charges. Discovering a way into the abandoned palace, I began to spend my days walking its halls and sharing with its occupants ancient tales, my mind turning to those of Apollo and Daphne, Perseus and Medusa, and Pygmalion and Galatea. Pygmalion, the sculptor, who fell in love with a beautiful statue, and who, praying to Aphrodite for aid, discovered that his beloved
well, okay. Wait, wolves. Go away! I'm done, I guess. Oh, does that heal me? Nice to know. No, don't fall. Okay. Almost there, I think. More money. I have enough for a while. Hey guys. Let's see if I can do it from above.
Kill us.
Okay. What's next now?
Kill me.
There we go. What is this? This is a long sequence. Oh, there's another one here.
My beloved Galatea, my attempts at freeing these souls from their golden prisons have not been going to plan. My first charge was a Greek woman who I called Iodame after the Athenian turned to stone by Medusa. Drilling through the goblet that encased her, I was vindicated by the discovery that beneath half an inch of gold, which is so rigid it must be some kind of alloy, was living flesh. Unfortunately, this golden alloy seems to have fused with her skin, so removing it exposed the sinew and muscle beneath, and appeared to cause her great pain. At first, I braced myself, expecting that inflicting such pain would break the golden rule, and yet, somehow, it did not. It seems whichever god is responsible for imprisoning these poor souls does not care about their suffering at all. They are forsaken. Undeterred, I pressed on, working late into the night, attempting to remove the golden layer that encased her as delicately as I could. Eventually, I was able to free most of her body, but when I released her from her restraints, her first act was to lunge for my throat, clawing at me with all her strength and those sharp metal talons. This was my thanks for trying to save her. Whatever possessed Iodame to attack, she was clearly not a suitable subject for my experiment, and I was forced to lock her inside an isolated room of the palace and bar the door. As I continued working on others, I could hear her flailing and launching herself at the other side endlessly. Regrettably, my other experiments bore similar results, and after relocating a few times, most of the palace is now too dangerous to work in. Still, as much as my heart aches to know that you're suffering, I cannot risk attempting to ungild you yet. Not until I have perfected a method that will bring you back to me, whole in both mind and body, and ensuring your humanity is preserved. I promise you this. One day we will be together, even if I have to free every last statue in this god's forsaken place.
This is gruesome.
And you must be the wretched snake who broke into my palace and disturbed my experiments. And, worst of all, look at what you made me do to her. This never would have happened if you just stayed away. You're going to pay for that. don't care what happens to me, as long as you get what you deserve. Liar! I locked and barred the gate. I left a message warning you all to leave me alone. I just wanted to do my experiments in peace, for her. And now look at her. You made me turn the most beautiful woman I've ever seen into this. Look at her. She's in agony. All I wanted was to spend my last moments with her, to see her beautiful face, to hear her speak freely, instead of in those cryptic whispers. But as soon as I began my work, she stopped whispering to me. And now I discover she started whispering to you instead. What's so special about you? What do you mean, the same voice? Yes. I remember when they used to whisper to me. They did sound similar. I just thought it was because all voices sound the same when they whisper. But now that I think about it, they were all benevolent and seemed to share a common knowledge. But if these bodies are mere conduits for that one voice, then this body is nobody. And everything I've done here was... Wait, I see what you're doing. You're trying to steal her away from me. Were you planning to wait until I'd done all the hard work, then swoop in? Is that it? Liar! You tried to steal her. Give me one good... What? What are you talking about? Wait. So you're saying you weren't coming for us? So I did all this. I ruined her. For nothing. What have I done? Oh God, I feel sick. I can't bear the thought of her being like this. And in so much pain. It's the air coming into contact with her flesh. It's agonizing for them. But the only way to fix it will be to break the golden rule and let it run its course. At least that way she'd be golden again, and we'd be together. All it would take is one little cut. It's too late. There's nothing you can do. I have
But
to do
I just told you I can't do it.
sorry. What? How? Really? I'm not sure I believe you. But if you can undo this mess, I'll give you the key to my old medical chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I imagine it would help Lucretia ease the suffering of those still in the city. But if you're lying to me, I'll break the golden rule and kill you and everyone else in this city. Understood? You did it. You took away her pain. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you. I swear I will never harm her again. I swear it. I'll stay here to keep her company. But these poor souls, what can be done for them? I've tried everything I can. I fear the only one capable of releasing them properly is whichever god doomed them in the first place. In any case, I must honor our bargain. Here's the key I promised you. It opens a chest in the Shrine of Apollo. I believe there are a few things in there which may be useful to Lucretia.
Alright. I got the key.
Now, please leave. The door here leads out onto the palace. Go. And...
Let's see now. Okay, I guess I just go down. Here we go. Now this guy. He's done? Or are they going to the vote? Is the day over? No, Horatius is there. Were those the Arnets? Okay.
Welcome. Of course, there. I'm Lucretia. I'm tired. My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. I would have, so I would, as he I could, the next thing. It's alright. Say what you will, and while there's no shortage. Oh, kind of, but where until this, and then she's been good. But one of my, I really shouldn't say. He's become so irritated. I just know Navia would know how to treat him. Really? That would be wonderful.
Where's the chest? Oh, there it is. Rhubarb, ulcer, stomach, rheumatis, willow bark.
May Apollo keep you safe. Feeling all right? Oh, I see. Willowbark. I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? Thank you. That's a
Okay, where's Ruffius? He should be around here. What about the priestess? Ruffius, are you here? I guess the vote is happening now. No, Horatius is still there.
Boy, how did you
No,
get in
dummy.
there? You what now?
Amicia, I guess.
Do I seem like whatever? Hey, you're not thinking about going into the system?
Yeah, I know about the creature. I can even get rid of it.
Whoa.
Why is it peeled though? It went through here, that's how. Okay. There's some thing over there I can use. Coins. Let's see now. Can go up the cistern like this. This is dangerous, so come on, come on. Okay. Why is she... Why is she tied up? Let's save. Is that Scintilla?
You? Who are you? Did he send you? Do you know you're here? You have to help me escape before that monster comes back. I'm Scintilla.
Yes, it
I
is
found a way
Scintilla.
out through the Gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up. He wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key.
Oh,
Cynthius,
Cynthius?
my adoptive father. Furies help me. I'll castrate and crucify him. I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either. Behind me, there's an aqueduct tunnel bringing water from outside the city, so it should lead us outside. The only problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key. I'm going to take that key from around his neck, even if it means cutting his throat to get it. I'm done caring about the golden rule. I just want out. Help me, and we can escape together. There won't be enough time. Just you and me. What do you say? There's no time. Wait, did you hear that? He's here. Quick, you have to let me go. It's now or never. What? No. It's no use. You'll never You'll make...
Didn't she say he was coming here? Cynthius is over here. Okay. How do I go back? Do I just jump down then? Is there a key? Guess I have to jump down. Continue from left save. I'll find out.
You. I'm sentient. I don't know. Behind me. The only... I'm done. There won't be... Oh, thank you. He's here. He must be coming. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
It is him.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she? So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, It's a shame, really. If you'd have been looping through time forever until you gave up and killed yourself. Just like that soft-hearted pleb, Al. Come now. Surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunting. And when he finally saw the futility of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life, just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly. I'd have preferred if you'd given me more time to enjoy the trappings of my success. How many extra days did you give me? Just the 4? Not many. But don't worry, I'm sure there'll be another useful idiot who comes along after you're dead. In any case, there's no escape for you except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Better to end it all now than find out what awaits you beyond that portal. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it? Why? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this. My title, my beautiful villa, the sun on my face, the music of birds chirping. And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I get to enjoy it all, over and over again, for eternity. Don't you see? I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely, to cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself? Of course. There's no way you could have succeeded. Every soul who has ever found themselves here has broken the golden rule eventually. It is inevitable. Man will always sin sooner or later. Any idiot could tell you this. But where others might see tragedy, I saw opportunity. As I told you the first time we met, I found a way to cheat death by reliving the same day over and over again forever. And I will continue living long after your dust. Do you really think you could take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow? Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go. Hey, what's happening to you? That light, it's so bright.
I killed him before the portal opens, so now it makes it paradox. And I'm back. Is this Hal?
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fray. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al. Well, here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name. Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here. Well, trying. My Latin is kinda rusty, but the last entry mentioned someone with the same name. It described an event about 2,000 years ago. Someone with your name appeared in the city out of the shrine of Proserpina, freed an imprisoned woman named Scintilla, who then murdered her captor, breaking some kind of ancient law. It said the attack caused golden statues to come alive, hunting down everyone in the city and turning them into gold. Apparently, the only person to survive was Scintilla, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light. What? You're saying you were here 2,000 years ago? I'm not sure I understand. I'm sorry, come again? Let me see that. God, why does this writing look so familiar? I've spent a lifetime in this place going around and around in circles. This is disturbing, but I don't understand how I could have written it. I'm not following. So you're saying, because a man from 2,000 years ago is dead, he never created a time portal, so I never went through it, and that's why I don't remember any of this. I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping that poor woman to escape. That's a lot to take in. Maybe we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used, if we can find it.
Was here, there it is. But no, it's luck. Okay. And we are out. Where's Aldo?
I'm gonna pause here for a moment and make sure nobody else has ever lured into this temple. You go on ahead. I'll be there soon.
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al? Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered while we wait? Really? Sounds amazing. And did you... Oh, look! Here he comes. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an event 2,000 years ago. Supposedly, the city was destroyed when a woman murdered a tyrant with the help of... well, my new friend here. I know how crazy that sounds.
Maybe not that crazy. That woman. I don't suppose her name was... Scintilla?
How could you... What?
Wait.
She left a tablet of her own. I stumbled across it while I was waiting here. I think she meant for you to read it. Here, take a look.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but I want you to know that I will never forget you, or what you did for me. It pains me that so many dear friends were not so fortunate. Ulpius, Cynthia, Lucretia, Horatius, Galerius, poor Dooley, and the others. But please understand, their blood is on my hands, not yours. I will live with the consequences of my actions, and all I can do is move forward, trying to show others the same compassion you showed me. I promise you that saving my life will not be for nothing. Scintilla.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization.
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
I guess, yeah, this is the second ending. I guess I'll stop it here for today.